PolyMarket gives you an opportunity to use what they refer to as a predictions market in a peer-to-peer manner to actually take sides on various political, pop culture, entertainment, crypto, and so much more. Do you think Joe Biden's going to drop out of the upcoming election? Do you think Kamala Harris will be the next candidate? Do you think Inside Out 2 is going to be the highest grossing movie? Well, now you can put your money where your mouth is and compete on-chain against other people when it comes to prediction markets. And in this video, we're going to show you exactly how to utilize PolyMarkets to gain an edge and make some serious gains. So what you see on my screen here is PolyMarket. PolyMarket is the leading peer-to-peer predictions market, and there's a ton of different categories. So right when you get onto PolyMarket, this is the screen that you're presented with. Now, of course, there's a couple different ways in which you can sign up. Simply through a Google email address, whatever you want to use there. But the key thing to note here is if you're US based, it is not allowed for you to partake in PolyMarkets. So check out VPNs. I'm not telling you to do that if you're a US citizen, but I hear some people find some success with that. And if you got to skirt around the email address, because that does require KYC or know your customer, where you have to enter an email address, an address, full name. And if you're US based with that address, well, better luck next time, kiddo, because you're not getting into PolyMarket. Luckily, however, you can utilize various wallets to also connect. So in this case, we're actually going to just log in because I do have an existing account that I created today. You'll notice right now that it sends a transaction, a signed transaction for me to just connect to my MetaMask. And once I'm signed in, it shows my portfolio, how much cash I still have available. We can see activity, ranks, the election cycle, different markets that they have. So various topics. You can see the Middle East, politics, sports, crypto, pop culture, science, you name it. They cover everything when it comes to prediction markets. You can even see right on the homepage. There's a ton of different stuff, and it may be a little bit overwhelming, but luckily I'm here to break it down for you. So if we wanted to dive in and just take a look at who we think is going to win the presidential election, you can see we got Donald Trump at a 60% chance, Kamala Harris at a 38% chance, and then Michelle Obama at a 2% chance, and a variety of others that are under 1%. Now, this is where prediction markets get interesting. If I thought Kamala Harris had a chance to win, you'll notice I actually have 800 shares at 32 cents. So what that means is I've bought 800 different opportunities for Kamala Harris to become president at 32 cents. We're currently at 38 cents. So your boy's up. Your boy's up like $140. That's cash. The major thing that I look for here, some key indicators on each of these various prediction markets, is total volume. So we can see $357 million have been bet on this and when it settles. So this will settle on November 4th. What that means is on November 4th, whoever wins just gets the yes. In this case, if we bet yes, and I wanted to say buy 100 shares, you'll see my potential return is $100 or 166%. So if I bet $37 for 100 shares at 38%, in this case 37.6%, as you can see, that's where my line placement is, then I have the opportunity to win 100. Not too bad. I will say that's not too bad. But the other key thing to note here is, say Kamala Harris does not win, I lose all that money. But the nice thing about prediction markets and what makes them truly unique is that in this case, I can actually sell these shares. So if I wanted to, right now, I could sell all of my Kamala Harris shares. So right now I have yes, I can sell my yes shares, all 800 of them, and I'd get $300. That's not too shabby. That's not too shabby, especially considering I got in at 32 cents and there's all kinds of different stuff. We can market make, we can market sell. So in this case, if I wanted to just dump these onto bids, right now 37.5, and you notice there's enough liquidity to actually take that offer. We can even see the depth of the liquidity based on the order book. So what an order book is the amount of people selling, yes bids, and the amount of people placing bids to buy it. So you have both sides. If I want to sell, I can actually set a limit sell. And if I wanted to fit in, I could set it at, say, let's say 38 cents max. I can sell these. It's going to send a transaction. I sign it. Now that that's signed, there's my ticker. I have 800 open shares that somebody could buy that now go right in, and it's earning me rewards. So I even get a little bit of rewards here. Not too shabby, I will say. But I want to actually cancel that because I don't want to sell these. Personally, I don't want to sell them. So I just canceled that as well. There's a lot that you can break down data-wise. We can take a look at graphs. So see where Kamala Harris has been trending. So far, basically flat. It's been slowly grinding up 32 cents today, up to 38 cents. We can take a look at Donnie Trump over here. What is the graph on? He's been all over the place. So 61, 65. It's been up and down. It's been up and down for Donnie. Resolution. So what that means is what happens if it resolves. Proposed resolution. So I can actually go in and make a case here. I can make a case. I can submit a proposal on why this should resolve. We're not going to do that. It's pretty straightforward. All of these various odds have rules assigned to them, so we can see what makes it a yes, what makes it a no. In this case, the market goes yes for Donald Trump if he wins the election. Otherwise, it will resolve to no. Same goes for a perfect example, Michelle Obama. You can see the different rule here. Yes, if Michelle Obama wins, and it shows where they source this from. The Associated Press, Fox News, and NBC. The market resolves once all three sources call the race for the same candidate. If all three have not called the race for the same candidate by the date, this market will resolve based on who is inaugurated as president. So, some odds. Damn, Kanye's even in here? What the hell is he doing? I will say some other key things that make it a social experience is comments, all that fun stuff. We can reply, we can like. Just, have some fun with it. Go back and forth. But the other key thing here is it's not all politics. So if we wanted to just take a look at what activities heating up here, Michelle Obama to win president, Kamala Harris presidential nominee, Israel military action against Iran by the end of the year. All of these are live trades that are happening in real time. So where people are placing their money, what's going on right now, what some of the volume's going on. You could actually follow volume right now. We're even seeing July of 2024 to be the hottest on record. 38% chance. It's kind of going down. So no's at a 65. We have 8 days left, and it resolves to yes if the temperature index shows an increase greater than last July. I don't know shit about geothermal stuff, but at this point, let's place a bid. Let's throw $100 at this, and we'll get in at 66 cents. If we win 51%. So I don't think it's going to be the hottest. Let's buy this. We're going to buy this. We're going to get a 51% gain if it's not the hottest. So now we're in. We're in at an average of 66 cents. I like those odds. We can scan out by the chart. So you actually can see this is declining now. It was on pace to be the hottest. It's since cooled off a little bit. And now we're trending back down. I don't mind this. Not too bad. The other nice thing here is if we wanted to continue to take a look at other markets, we have crypto markets. We can bet on things like market caps. Will it hit 10K by the end of 2024? Does Trump announce a strategic Bitcoin reserve? So we have overlaps of social dynamics with crypto, with pop culture, whole mess of stuff. And we're seeing all-time high volumes on the platform. So there's a lot of different angles that you can take. You can find things that entertain you. We're seeing things on pop culture, for example, that are a lot of fun. Highest grossing movie, number of tweets that Elon has. Will Elon give a speech at the Bitcoin conference? This is another one. I feel like it's no. If I wanted to just, place another bet here, I'd win 33% of my money if I place no at 75 cents. Let's market buy this, though, because I like the market buy personally. Right now, we get 133 shares. Potential return is 33%. I'm going to buy this. No speech from Elon at the Bitcoin conference. We're locked in. So we've now placed two bets. Two bets have been placed right now. Hottest July, no. Elon Musk to give a speech at the Bitcoin conference. Both of those I'm saying no. I'm giving a hard no. Hard no, sir. No, sirree. That's what I'm at. So let's go back to the pop culture section because there's a lot of fun ones. Will Taylor Swift be engaged? Will 1,000 Delta flights get canceled today? Deadpool and Wolverine over 200 million on the opening weekend. There's a bunch of different angles to take, including sports, business. We bet on the science line today. You can really find your market here and get really anecdotal. The other thing that's really interesting is because you can sell the shares before the outcome's decided, you can actually make some short-term scalping opportunities. So one thing that I did today, if we look at my portfolio, I'm up 10% on my portfolio today, about $121. Not too shabby. This is what all my current outstanding bets right now, my outstanding predictions, not gambling, predictions. So if we take a look at my history, will Joe Biden make an appearance today? Right here, I had about a 14-minute window where I bought them at 24 cents and sold them at 34 cents. So I made $80 in 14 minutes, and the outcome was still yes. Joe Biden did appear today. But because I saw the volatility, I was able to trade that. You can even see here, I did it earlier as well. Bought no for 27 cents and sold it for 42 cents. So right there's another opportunity, a 15-cent difference. I actually averaged down. I got it at 39 and 27 for an average of 33, sold at 42. That was $200. I made 60. So off those alone, I made about $140. Now, granted, my portfolio is still down on a couple plays here as we take a look. Biden to finish his term, that's down 18%. Kamala Harris up 18%. Mark Kelly to be the first to be the Democratic VP. Elon to give a speech at Bitcoin conference, down about 4%. And I'm taking the other, and this is where it gets interesting. I'm actually taking other for Democratic nominee at a 1% chance because it basically feels like Kamala's in, sure. But if these odds come out, if Michelle says she's not running, I think those funds circle to others. So we'd make about a 5X on really low capital, which to me is a decent bet. Now, There's a lot of stuff going on with this. There's a lot of moving parts, but really the best thing that I can tell you to do is just get in, deposit some funds. You can deposit on Polygon using USDC or Ethereum using USDC. When you create the account, it gives you a wallet to send money to. You send the money to it, it pops up in a minute or two. It's really easy to do, a little too easy to be honest. But aside from that, there's a lot of different angles you can take. It doesn't have to be politics. It doesn't have to be sports. You can bet on, is Taylor Swift going to be pregnant this year? Like, there's everything you could possibly imagine, and PolyMarket's constantly giving you new odds, new plays, new moves, new predictions. It's a chaotic market, but there's some money to be made. So if you get strategic and you get in the trenches, you can find some cash on hand that can actually make some decent returns for significantly lower risk, because this market doesn't just immediately go to zero unless something settles. So go dive in, check out PolyMarket. It's a ton of fun. Get some social sentiment going, gets the people talking, and lets you put some money where your mouth is.